Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm bringing you guys a criticism of The Sims from my new series about growing together. I've been wondering about naming it Growing Apart, but it's so corny in my opinion, but also it just captures the essence of The Sims perfectly. So you may be wondering what the series will be about, and actually it's a much longer story than it appears on the surface, because I just didn't come up with those Sims on the spot when the pack came out or whatever. I actually dabble in writing, and I've been doing that since I was a teenager, like very young teenager. And actually I made those characters that are still rotting inside my brain, and I just love them so much. And like the concept of this pack being family based and those Sims being kind of like a found family really spoke to me, that kind of storyline. Because I don't know, like I enjoy really simple family gameplay, just like the next person. Like I really love that, and I do that in my own personal gameplay. But also I already have a legacy on my channel, the Human Legacy. Check it out if you want. And this series is gonna be more story based. So yeah, so actually now I'm creating the parents of one of the actual characters that I created a while ago. At this point it's been 5 years. So truly, like, they mean a lot to me. So this is Marie Gilman, and she is like, I want to say kind of a free spirit, but not really. What I mean by that, she just like, she loves art. She loves piano. Like I wanted to use that new piano item. I'm very excited as a piano player. That makes me really happy. Finally, after all those years, we have a simple upright piano. Uh, and yeah, she that's what her passions are. Like she really loves piano, she loves creating, like candle making or whatever, like those sorts of things. And she married Matteo, and Matteo and her are no longer married, but they have a son called Charlie. And well, they got divorced, but they still live together. So I thought that would be an interesting dynamic to explore. I never really do that, like when my Sims get divorced, if they do, which is weird that they don't get divorced more often, which may be a weird thing to say, but I don't know, in media I really enjoy like the theme of divorce. There's just something about it that just really speaks to me. I think I have like some familial issues to resolve, but whatever. Uh, and yeah, and they live in Matteo's house. Well, it was passed down to him from his mother, and they actually got divorced before they moved into that house together. Like they were supposed to move in that house together and raise their son. But you know, they got divorced, but still Marie lives with Matteo, because, as I said, she really enjoys the artistic side of things, and she never went to college. She cannot really find like a very well paid job. She's just a barista in her free time, and that's what she does. So, you know, like it's not a very viable income. So until she makes enough money to support herself and Charlie on their own, they're gonna live with Matteo. So now we are creating Matteo. And Matteo is kind of the opposite from Marie, but actually not really, because they, like, you know, they had to have fallen in love at some point, they cannot be that dissimilar to each other. Matteo, first of all, Matteo is a slob and Marie is a perfectionist, and I don't know if I actually gave Matteo that trait, but when I was furnishing their house, Matteo's house, it was a bit of a mess. I think that's an understatement, actually. But yeah, he really doesn't really care. He goes to work. He works as a dishwasher. His lifelong goal is to have a restaurant. Like, he wants to have and run a family restaurant that he can pass down from generation to generation, although he never really wanted to have Charlie in the first place, because actually I don't know if Matteo ever loved Marie, if he didn't settle for her out of convenience and just the feeling that he at least didn't have to worry about not having anyone by his side. So that's a bit sad. And Matteo has some issues, but don't we all? I actually really sympathize with Matteo, although he isn't a good ex-husband or a father. I do kind of sympathize with him, I do get it. And he actually used to be an athlete back in college. But as the time went by, that isn't really his calling anymore. Actually, when you enter their house and go into the living room, I put the sports items that we have, the baseball bat with the a soccer ball, is it, or is it a baseball? I don't, something like that, and a racket, and I put a spider web on top of it, so it's been laying there for a while, nobody touched it at all. And especially since it's his mother's house that recently has passed away, in my head he stored it there ever since he finished college and just never went back for those items. But yeah, as I said, his lifelong goal is to own a family restaurant and be a chef there. But at this moment in his life, he's just a dishwasher, and actually I think he might go into the mixologist route, just because I think it would be more convenient to him than becoming a chef in the culinary career. And now we move on to Charlie. So actually, Charlie, I've been debating whether or not to make him an infant or a toddler, but he's just an infant, so has been recently born, so it really puts into perspective how recently they must have divorced. But also, I think it would be interesting if they divorced in the middle of Marie's pregnancy. That would be a very not nice thing to do from Matteo's side, but I mean, maybe sometimes you just have to do it. So Charlie is just a cute little baby at this moment, and we are gonna truly follow his life the most. I really want to capitalize off of him growing up and experiencing that whole thing. Also, this is Dog. His name is literally Dog, and he is Matteo's dog. But we are gonna explore that whole dynamic between all of them in the next episode. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!